think he's got a bad heart. If he got a bad heart, it's
We're
because
across
of
the
the heart.
Hudson for Midtown.
Doctors are going to tell us we need to
East
relax.
Rutherford, New Jersey. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants.
Yeah, all New York for this. I don't know. I'm sure they're going to give him some kind of compensation if he goes
My
on
partner
to
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon
facility.
Gordon, and Charles, you
I'm
take
sure
a
they're
look at
still
this
going to pay
Giants
him.
ball club.
Oh yeah, I mean whatever he's owed this year, I mean his contract probably would
Yeah.
Yeah. And he can go do something else, you know, with that money.
They put it together in every phase. Good
contract.
good defense.
All right, well, I'll let you go. I don't want to keep you.
Yeah, he's making about $1 million a year, so he'll probably
Oh
make
my
more.
God.
Visitors, the Bears. They
Yeah.
too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
Because
I love it when bad teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And
Yeah.
don't lose it. Don't lose it next time.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 75 yards.
A key component of his team's offense, he will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action. It's Fields. Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Azeez Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
That's just good parenting.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Fields. Being chased out left. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fields going to get that outline to Mooney. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. Touchdown! Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, the Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far. Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses. Playing to the home team, but not in this case. They just tried to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Montgomery not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. He's up to the 20, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Touchdown, Giants! Wan'Dale Robinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Get on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Fields. This is intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback. flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's complete to Shepard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back.
Hey, alert! Alert, Bravo switch! That left check on that line! No!
Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a first down throw, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. To the air again, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On first down, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. For the Bears and the Giants, both looking to improve their passing games in 2022, that's for sure. Last year, the Bears ranked number 30 in the NFL in passing yards. The Giants actually one spot. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. Jared Goff has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London, where it was the Saints serving as the home team who were able to come away with the victory. Michael Thomas, over 200 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too did throw the...
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one goes out wide for Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Barkley. Nifty move. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
From the 44, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Off play action, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13 in that last play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up at Brian Dable reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball position?
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears now ready to take over again. The last series for him a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Quick slant finding Claypool. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Fields throwing again. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears' 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On On first down, it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Jones throw brought in by Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. That one into the hands of Shepard downfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Barkley, inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jordan Aiken. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Fields now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after. The rest of the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Up the middle with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. They snap it to Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. The 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well,
this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But, Brent, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for